Let me see. Are we live? Yeah. Okay. Let's see how we do that. So, you see, I'm not in the office today. My husband surprised me again with a nice weekend away. We are here in Balito at the moment. So, and you see me, no makeup, nothing. But I didn't want to let you down, and I thought this is definitely an important topic. So that's why I'm here for you this morning. So let me just see, just confirm, please, that you can see me, that you can hear me. Um, and then we can just start. There's no comments again here on my side. Let me just, it's 10 o'clock. Yes, it's 10 o'clock. Let me just go to my Facebook page and see if I can see there anything's happening. And hopefully the sound is working there. Okay, let's go to funding connection. And yes, let me just see. Yep, it is lovely. Okay, so let's start with, do you need a feasibility study? I think the first thing what I want to like to mention is what sort of feasibility studies are out there. Okay. And then we can take it from there. Let me just see, are there some comments already? No, there are no comments. So you have different sorts of feasibility study. It can be a technical one. Is this even doable? So if somebody is now creating energy out with the magnets. I heard that before, I don't even know if this is, I know it's working, but there would definitely be a technical feasibility study required. Then there is some parts is also about checking what the law is saying. So there is a legal part in some cases required for a feasibility study. Are you moving? Let's say you remember, all the cannabis, so there was a long time it was not allowed to do that. Now the medical cannabis is definitely you are allowed to do that here in South Africa. There are some requirements, some permits you need, some licenses you require to be able to do that and to be allowed to do that. So, and then there is, of course, the profitability, and that's where we are coming in. Okay. So we can't do the technical part. We're working with some engineers together, so we would be able to recommend there's somebody to you. We of course also working with some lawyers together. If there's anything you need to find out, maybe you need to check patents. If something similar is patented, if you are even able to get that get a patent for it. I don't know. So what's happening here? Maybe I didn't have enough coffee this morning. And the other part is definitely the visibility. Is it worth it? How much is your investment? For how much are you able to sell it? How many units you think you can sell? What is your target market? And you always need to think about where you position yourself. As soon as you position yourself more like an expert or something for a specific niche, your chances to charge a little bit more premium is higher than if you say we are doing something for everybody. Yeah. Okay. So then. And then a feasibility study in general for financiers is also something what we are lots of times faced with, that some of the financiers come back after some of our clients submitted their own business plan and they say we need an independent feasibility study. That's something what we are able to do. What we have a look at again is at the costing, at the pricing, at your monthly expenses, at your investment amount. And then we have a look, who are your clients? Do they have enough money available to be able to pay for it? Yeah. And of course, also, are they willing to pay for it? So that is of course always the second question, and that's where we have a look at. We've done feasibility studies for tourism projects where we then determine, okay, there is now after COVID we at 50 to 60% occupancy rate. I think 60 something, 68 or something like this. It was before COVID. And now after COVID, we are calculating with the 50% occupancy rate for hospitality. So, and then we have a look at how the numbers are reflecting when we are using this rate. Is it profitable? What needs to change? Maybe do you need to reduce your staff? Do you need to reduce some of your expenses you may not need? Yeah. So you can then play a little bit around with numbers and then determine, okay, so this is profitable under these with these parameters. So under government institutions or financiers, so usually the strongest application is always if you have business to business transactions. But there are of course lots of industries out there. It is you as a business to end users. So, and with end users, you can't get some offtake agreements. They are not able to confirm they will need your services on a monthly basis for so many kgs and for so many for and willing to pay a price like this. So these are then the offtake agreements between business to business, where your customer confirms they will buy from you on a monthly basis, thousand, I don't know, tons per month for a price of 1,000 rand a ton or something like this. Yeah. So this is the best option. The second best option is a feasibility study, and that usually plays a role if it is business to consumers. So, and that means we need to have a look that there are enough people in the area or enough people for a bed and breakfast who are willing to go there for holidays, maybe for business, and to show the financiers that there is a market for whatever you want to do. Yeah. Let me just see. There are no comments this morning. That's funny. Um, let's. So if you have no questions, yeah, no. If you have some questions, just write them into the comment box that I can answer them. So we can do feasibility studies for you. We will cover lots of other aspects the financiers require. We do some a summary at the end. We summarize the findings. We do some recommendations. We also have done that sometimes for clients. They say, I want to go into this business. There is an opportunity with this franchise. The franchisor says, yes, it's a viable location. I still want to have a confirmation about that. In some cases, they were really excited about our feasibility study because we could show, yes, it looks like there is a market for it. We are quite confident. Sometimes our clients were not so happy with us because I said, oh, I think there's already too much competition in this area. And I don't think that there is enough space for an additional service like what our clients wanted to offer in this area. You know, so we have a look at Google Trends. You can see in this area how many people are Googling and search for it. So you get a good feeling without really doing an what is it called? We do desktop research. Okay, so but we cover different aspects of this desktop research. We also have access to paid research, and but we are having a look at like Google Trends and all these things. What we don't do is we don't do an in-field research. We don't send some people in there developing some questionnaires and they are going from door to door and asking then people some questions. This is usually quite an expensive work to be done. We are working with some other companies together. They do that professionally. They have enough staff also all over South Africa who can walk around and ask people. But this is easily a minimum 100,000 rand to do a in-field feasibility study. And in most cases, not in all, okay, keep in mind, I'm an economist. Statistics is definitely something what I know forwards and backwards. And in most cases, you really don't need this. But there are a few cases where I would recommend that. But then it's also a bigger investment planned in the first place so that this really, really makes sense. Yeah. And in some cases, you can even do that on your own, you know. So if you want to be in a mall and want to open there something, you just ask the company, the management company of the mall, and say, can I ask a couple of people here what they think about this and that? And then you show them your questionnaire, and then you can go in there and do the in-field research on your own. Mm. You need to have a couple of questionnaires answered, of course, but that would be a possibility if you feel like I need this and I feel like I definitely require that. Yeah. Still no comments here. Okay, that is a funny Monday morning. So I think I covered most of it. Okay, so do you need a feasibility study? In some cases, I would highly recommend that. It can be even the first step for a business plan just to determine are there even customers and clients, specifically if it is from business to consumers transaction. Um, Business to business. Yes, we can also do that, of course, but in most cases, you need to have offtake agreements. You need to go out there. You need to approach potential customers and businesses as your customers, just to make that absolutely clear for you, so that it shows, yeah, okay, so then you can easily prove the market. Yeah, but for business to consumers, a feasibility study is usually a good idea. You can do that before you even start with the business plan. In some cases, we know the different industries quite well. We can say, sometimes I'm saying, you know what, let's do a bigger business plan. You make sure there is some research about the target market included, but in some cases it also makes sense to have a feasibility study first, and then we have a look at, okay, so it makes sense, let's do the business plan, and we just have a look what we have done already and reduce the fees for the business plan. Yeah, I don't want you to charge you twice for the same work, and they are definitely overlapping. Yeah, so there's lots of information what is definitely is the same, and we don't need to do that again. Okay, let me just see. Wussi, how much is a feasibility study for a service station, garage on a highway? Okay, so what you can have a look at, let me just do that. Let me just open this here. We have three different packages. Let me just see. Here are the feasibility studies. I share the link with you in a second. Let me just read here. So there's a basic, a detailed, and a comprehensive. The basic is usually good for investment for R1 million. For the, I don't think that is good enough for you, because we definitely need to have an additional look at, if it's on a highway, we should be able to find some information how many vehicles will pass. Yeah. So there is some data available, how many vehicles will go through this on this highway per day, to determine if this is viable. And then we would always have a look, okay, so where else are there some other petrol station as alternative? So the basic one is 13,090 rands, all inclusive of VAT, what I'm telling you here. I would recommend either way the detailed, that is 15,180, or even the comprehensive, that's 22,550, where we go even more into details. Let me just copy our page. We are always absolutely open with all our prices, so that you always know exactly how much we charge. We don't hide that. We don't dice them in the background. So just so that you know what's happening here. Yeah. So there's the link, Wusi. So you can just have a look at it. If this is interesting for you, just you can use both ways. You can either use here the Facebook Messenger to contact us, please. And please use the business messenger, not my personal Facebook page. I'm not checking my personal Facebook page. Definitely not the messengers there. I'm bad. I'm good on our business. I have staff there, dedicated staff. Brent is there. He's able to assist you and guide you there. And or you can also go, of course, to our let me just see. Do I get that in there? No. www.fundingconnection.co.za/contact. Okay, so you can also go there. There's a contact page, but on all of our pages, there's also a chat available. And during office hours, we are definitely answering these chats. Not of course on weekends, public holidays. So then, but we then just come back to you as soon as the office is open again. Yeah. Okay, lovely. I think that's it here this morning. Thanks very much for joining me. I'm wishing you an absolutely successful new week. I know we have one public holiday, so it's a short week ahead of all of us. And then we see us definitely next week, Monday again. Take good care. Bye.